You know we've been doing the Dallas Cowboy thing for a long time, but man, I told you we've been doing the high school circuit, man, and we've been interviewing a lot of young, great men out there, a lot of great interviews, and it's not going to stop. We're going to do even more. But guess what? I got somebody else in the fold, Mr. Rion Young. To me, he's the who's who out there in Mississippi sports, especially Mississippi football. So without further ado, kind of introduce yourself and let everybody know what you do, who you are, and you kind of what you're about.
I'm Rion Young, man. Well, first off, I want to say I appreciate it. I appreciate the great intro, man. But I'm Rion Young. I'm originally from Louisville, Mississippi. I am president of Mississippi High School Sports Page. My partner, Kentrell Anders, that's my co-president. However you want to call it, he's the president. I'm the co-president. We both work real well together. Uh, the way everything got started, man, we got a Facebook group called Mississippi High School Sports Page, and it started from trash talking, man. State championships of 2020. My team, Louisville, was getting ready to go compete for the 4A state championship. And we was just in there doing so much trash talking, man. And the guy who actually created the group, he made us admins. And next thing you know, the group started growing so much. Last year, around a week ago, we only had 18,000 members. When I looked at it a while ago, we had 62,000 members. So that's how it all got started. And went got the LLC, made it a business, and here we are. January, I was at a Heat tryout, and I was talking to another great writer in the state named Chris Brooks, and we was just chopping it up about Dante Dida. And he just put it in my mind, hey man, you seem like a guy who really knows something. And with my mom being a very successful teacher over the years, she kept us, with correct English and things like that. So I just started writing, man, and here we are.
Hey, really, I love that because I like to write myself. I wrote a lot of articles, and man, people when you're a really good writer, people it really brings to life what the athletes are, and then when you can just really speak about them, it's a great combination. So I'm really excited to hear about those things that you're already doing. So let's just talk about it, man. So how long you been covering Magnolia sports?
Man, like I said, bro, last year was our first season just coming out saying we cover sports.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was our first season doing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
We started in August of last year, and we really didn't get to moving until around December.
Mm-hmm.
No, I take that back. It was November in the playoffs. That's when we really got to consider ourselves a true platform and really covering these games and things like that.
All right. So how's been the response from like the coaches, around, the area? You said you cover all pretty much Mississippi, and I know it's a lot of great talent. How have the coaches really took into the Mississippi sports page, how they really kind of fed into it?
It's great, man. It's most of them, but no, I've never met anybody that doesn't like it. They all show us love. All we have to do is show up with our press pass. We walk right through the gate. Nobody ever asks us for money or anything like that. We just come straight through the gate. Whenever we're on their campuses, we're always allowed on their fields or all around the gym. Anything like that, it's just so much love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much respect. Kentrell actually was the one that got that going. Kentrell was the one that really showed people that we're a family type company. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like it's not just about us covering these games. Like we want to bring a certain culture to it. So
right.
They could tell it's family, so they love us so much, and then they also love how we bring a different light to the kids. Mississippi is a considered a small state. Mississippi is a state that doesn't have a lot of resources when it comes to media. You know what I'm saying? It even shows with our talent that looks like our talent that that does the media things, like any type of media. Whether you hear rapping or whether you hear acting, most of them leave here to become successful. So with that being said, we just wanted to be able to bring a light to these kids and be able to do it and have so much fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean, man. I like I said, a lot of talent. You know, I've already interviewed Jay Stevenson, Jalen Washington, Omar Scott. We're
Okay.
supposed to be getting Keyshawn Henley this week.
Okay.
So all right, already in rich in running backs right there, and these are some dogs.
Yes,
Like
sir.
these
Yeah.
ain't no like the stats I was looking at. I was like, are you serious? And these dudes are like juniors. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
these dudes aren't like
Jalen a
seniors.
sophomore. Well,
Right,
Jalen will be a junior next year, but when you
right.
interviewed, you know what I'm saying, like he was a sophomore.
Right.
Rushed
So
for over 2,000 yards.
in 9 games,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And I've
Yeah.
seen his work ethic. His work ethic is crazy. So talk about Mississippi talent. It's slept on because listen, I'm from Texas, okay, and I live in Ohio. Texas is a hotbed. California, they always talk about Texas, California, maybe Ohio. You know, they always talk about those schools, those states. I've interviewed a kid from New Mexico. He said we got a chip on our shoulder out there because we want to know everybody know we can compete too. Tell me about Mississippi football and what people really need to know about it.
Mississippi football is some of the best homegrown football you will ever see. This is homegrown football. This is nothing that they consider to be big under the Friday night lights, you know what I'm saying, with all the extra, media and stuff like this. This down here, this straight homegrown football. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of your teams down here are weight room teams. They get
Mm-hmm.
they get down to it hard in the weight room. Down here, we're gonna hit you with a lot of you're gonna get hit with a lot of power down here.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see a lot of defenses. You're gonna see a lot of good defenses right here. You're gonna see good defense played all the time. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then like I said, I gotta go back to it. The running backs around here, we always produce great running backs. But
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get a good around here, you're gonna get good football being played every week, good tradition, good fans that love their teams, fans that go all out for their teams, fans that travel hours and hours and hours to see these kids play. It's Mississippi is just like I said, man. It's just a homegrown place to play football. Like I said, it's a lot of successful teams here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, right here where I live, I could count almost 40 championships within a 30 to 45-mile radius from our hometown.
Yeah.
It's just so rich in talent, man. It's so rich in talent. A lot of the kids, I wouldn't necessarily say we have a chip on our shoulder because
Mm-hmm.
it's well known what we could do in Mississippi.
Right.
Per capita we have the most uh, players in the NFL.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's well known what we do around here. So I wouldn't say that the kids play with a chip on their shoulder, but
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes they do. I think sometimes you're gonna see kids going a little harder because they know how hard it is for us to get recruited around here.
Right, right, right. Hey, well, like I said, man, I've been looking at the talent. I've been checking out the videos. I've been listening to your interviews. It's really crazy. But something I want to talk to you about first is you have an inaugural Percy's Phenom 15.
Yeah,
And you're selecting, well, you say it wasn't easy, but you're selecting only 15. Kind of
right.
tell me about that and what kind of came about that and why'd you kind of bring that out?
Well, I I felt like our platform was I felt like it deserved to have something like that. Most of your platforms that you see, they're going to award these kids and things like that. And I knew that with our platform being so big that we needed to bring something to the table to be able to be a staple,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to call it, staple event, staple list, whatever you want to call it, be something that we knew would be well respected. We knew that it would be something that, the kids would love to see. It's not hard. There's a list in Mississippi called the Danny Dozen. It may
Mm-hmm.
be a kid on the Danny Dozen list that didn't make our list, but it's not because he good. It's not because we didn't think he's good. It's just, you know, these type of decisions are hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we got 15 players on there. Dante Dido, Bray Hubbard, Caden Irvin, Joseph Head, Caleb Bryan, Isaac Smith, Dan Smith, Nick Townsend, uh, Isaiah Spencer, Just to name a few. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
you probably got the
Oh yeah.
list right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm looking at the list right now. I mean, I'm looking at some of the sizes of these guys. I think I'm looking at Jaleel Fleming, 6'3", safety.
yeah,
Zakari, is that how I'm saying it right? Zakari Tillman.
a dog. Do you hear me?
Dog. I'm
A
trying to
dog.
get him on. Hey, me and him been talking back and forth. I said, listen, you look like a dog. I
A,
need to get
a
you on
dog. Do
here.
you hear me?
6'2",
A real
225.
dog.
What? Receiver? And he look every bit of the part.
Now he probably gonna play. Well, it ain't no problem. He gonna play linebacker in college.
What? He
Yeah,
on
he gonna
that
play
defense?
linebacker in college.
He
Have
on
you
he
watched
on
his film?
I've only seen a few things from a few highlights. I haven't got a chance, but he told me you better check me out, and I'm going to do
Man,
it tonight because
I'm telling you,
I'm on it tonight.
I'm
I'm
telling you,
on it tonight.
bro. When he get them shoulder pads on you, you going down. It ain't no dragging him around. He ain't no type of guy that's finna be doing a whole lot of arm tackling. Bro, bringing in old school Steve Atwater type running lot type business. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah,
what's going on.
yeah, I know what's going. Hey, like I said,
What's the guy name that used to play for y'all? The Cowboys.
Des Bryant or
No,
who?
no, no. The safety.
Who are you talking about? Roy
I
Williams,
know Roy Williams, but Darren
Darren
Woodson.
Woodson, Darren
Yes,
Woodson.
sir.
I actually had
Yes,
Darren Woodson
sir.
on my show. I actually had Darren Woodson on one of my shows.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Oh, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to be cool, trying to be normal and stuff, but I was like, dog, I got Darren Woodson on the show. I've been watching him forever.
Yeah, that's how I was when I first met Allen Iverson. I was trying to be cool, but I couldn't hold it in.
You feel me? It's like you trying to be cool. Hey, yeah, what's up, dog? But inside, it's like, what? Ah!
Yeah,
Hey, man,
man.
it's real. Hey, but talk to me about some of those players. You mentioned some of the players, man. So you got the selection of the 15. Are you going out to these games religiously? Are you having other guys kind of like, how is it with you? Because I know it's got to be hard being able to attend all these games. What kind of platform? Do you got a group of guys? How do you kind of do it game by game?
Game by game. Last year, like I said, we was fresh last year, so it was new.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this year it'll be we're gonna have a bigger staff. We're gonna have a bigger staff. Hold on, give me 1 second, man. Let me get you some light up in here.
Okay.
I hate to do that in the middle of the show.
It's all right. We good. Ain't nobody tripping.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But
mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. This year we're gonna have somebody in northern Mississippi. We'll have somebody in the Delta.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have somebody in central Mississippi. We'll have somebody in the Jackson area, and we'll have somebody in the Pine Belt area, and we'll have somebody on the coast. Those areas right there that I just named you, you know, if you hit all those areas in the day, you basically done been all over Mississippi.
Right. And you know what? We have a guy out here. He was actually on my show when I was coming out of media school, and it's called 270 Hoops. And he started just like you guys, man. It's great to hear because he started just like that. He started just he was grinding hard. He was going to every school. He was just out there just going hard, and then it grew. And then once it opened up, he started getting some staff over here. He could start going to other games. Then he was doing the write-ups. And now, Big Dog, it's gonna kind of be like your thing. It's took over all of Ohio. Like he owns all of Central Ohio now. It's nothing but 270 Hoops, and football, basketball, it owns everything. And that's where you go to now. As if you want to know about a high school player, this is where you're gonna go. And that's one of the reasons why.
That just motivated me, man. That's
one of the reasons. I'm gonna be honest with you, Big Dog. That's one of the reasons why I brought you on here, because I saw it, I felt it, and I looked at it, and I said, this thing is about to be big. This thing is about to be gigantic, because I see how the family, I seen how the parents love it. And when you have the parents loving it and they trust you with their kids, then that's when it brings it all together. And I've seen the great interviews we're having. So one thing I just want to tell you, keep on going hard, because this thing is about to blow up. You guys are about to be amazing, and I can already see the genuineness in your heart. I've already seen the great interviews. You guys are going to get a flood of kids, man. So I'm just excited about where you're going to be headed 2022 and beyond, Big Dog.
Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate that, man.
Yes, yes, sir. So before we kind of head off of here, man, because we could talk all day about this, but I got a little show later on to talk about these Cowboys. But kind of just give me some shout outs to some people who kind of brought you up in this, how you got to kind of your start, or maybe kind of who motivates you. I know I talk about the kids, but I know when I got into the media field, there were some people I kind of looked up to and were kind of mentors to me to kind of make me want to go hard in this. Kind of maybe who maybe you like in this media business, or maybe kind of who kind of motivates you on a daily basis.
Well, before I get into that, man, I just want to give a shout out to the rest of the team, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got Kentrell Anders. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's my number one guy. You know what I'm saying? He helped me out a lot. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot for us. And then, we got Ricky Edwards. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot. He does a lot for us behind the scenes. You got Boomer Daly. He does a lot for us behind the scenes. Trevino Swanigan does a lot. Chanel Richardson, Darius McGee. And like we always got to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, we really appreciate Ken Vaughn for even creating the group and even giving us the opportunity to come about the way we are. With that being said, man, some of the guys that really, really motivated me, well, one of the guys that really, really motivated me, he helped me out. He's the first person that allowed me to be a writer. He gave me access to his website, and basically like it's kind of mine, you know what I'm saying? I can
Mm-hmm.
run ads on there, you know what I'm saying? All that he allowed me to be able to, do what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? He allowed me to be able to do this full time and not be a guy that, you know what I'm saying, has to deal with any other job trying to keep me at work every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
His
right.
name is John Ross Myers. He is
Mm-hmm.
the owner of Mississippi. He's the owner of sportsmississippi.com.
Mm-hmm.
Social Sports Mississippi. Matter of fact, when you Google Mississippi high school sports, his is going to be the first thing to come up. Even before
Nice.
our platform comes up, his is going to be the first one to come up. It takes a lot for somebody who's doing the same thing that you're doing to help you,
Yeah.
in this, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're
I
doing the
totally agree.
we doing the same thing. He's not no guy that's gonna get in the front of the camera like me. You know what I'm saying? But as far as covering the games, he has writers. He already has a whole staff of cameramen and all of that. He's not a guy that's gonna get out here and do what me and Kentrell be doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, I gotta take my hats off to Tyler Cleveland as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
He's he's a writer for Scorebook Live. He helps me out a lot. He does a lot of my editing sometimes on my stories, especially if I do a story for Scorebook Live. I freelance, so
Mm-hmm.
I do stories for a lot of people. So so I got to take my hats off to Tyler Cleveland, man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He helped me out a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? He do a lot of things to make sure, you know what I'm saying, he showed me love, man. It's uh it's 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 not really just media guys, man, because this came about. This not nothing that I wanted to. It's nothing I wanted to do as a kid, but
Right.
if I could just give some names, man. My cousin Anthony Young, Marcus Crockett from Pit Viper Sports as well. Marcus Crockett, he is very, very, very instrumental in helping us out as well. Marcus Crockett he bends his back to help us. You know what I'm saying? If we
Mm-hmm.
if we need if we need something financially, it's not hard to call Marcus Crockett. So Marcus should have been the second name I said after I said John's name. So I forgot him, but yeah, him too.
Better
Terrence
late than never.
Yes, yes, yes. Terrence Yarber, Hilliard Hudson, a superintendent at Kemper County. He's given us the opportunity to be. He's given us the opportunity to be their media platform. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to be Kemper County's signature, or whatever, however you want to call it. We're going to be their platform next year. So,
Nice.
man, like I said, man, those just a few names today. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more. I'm pretty sure it may be somebody who's gonna be mad I didn't say their name, but hey, tell me and I get it next time.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. This ain't going to be a one-time thing we're doing, so tell them don't worry about it. We'll get them on the next show that we do. But as I said before, man, first of all, I really appreciate you jumping on here. really taking the time out of your day to really do it, because I know you're busy. I know you're out there doing your grind, man. So I really appreciate you jumping on here. I can't wait to us do it. We're gonna, like I said, with the young men, we're gonna have more. We're gonna have more shows than this, because I don't want to just talk on preseason. Let's talk mid-season when them teams are really banging, and you can really tell me what's really going on and the people out there. And then we can, really go from there. And then we can go at the
Hey,
end of the season.
how about we just holler at each other every week when the season
I
comes
mean,
around?
it
We
ain't
just
it
holler
ain't
at
no
each other
thing.
every week.
We
You know
can
what
do
I'm
that.
saying?
We
We
can
can
we
talk
can
about the game of the week or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I got our following, you got your following. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So
Yep.
our people, they gonna already be done heard about it. But your people out there, you know what I'm saying? It might be somebody you never know who from Mississippi that's following your page. They're gonna hear about it. So hey,
Oh,
man,
they're following. They're following.
yeah,
Trust me. When I've had
yeah,
those interviews with Jalen and them, I've had people coming in the comments like, "Oh yeah, I know about." So yes, it can. So things happen for a reason. So that's why we're gonna make this happen. So we're
yeah.
gonna schedule a day, and we're gonna just start doing a weekly show. And we're gonna make this happen and just really open the floodgates and really let everybody know about Mississippi football. If you don't know, you're gonna know. You feel me?
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's right.
So, so I really appreciate you, like I said, jumping on. We're going to talk a few minutes before we get off of here. But do you have any last words before we end the show?
Man, I just really want to say, man, I just want to say I appreciate the support of all our supporters out there, man. The sponsors, the families, the parents, man. We really just appreciate everything y'all doing, man, and helping us out, helping us grow this year, man. Because we steady coming. Like I said, we're gonna have a whole staff this year. We doing things way better this year than we did last year. You know what I'm saying? So hey, y'all get ready. It's gonna be a great season. Y'all know we covering all sports. So, but hey, football season, man, we ready for it. We ready. We ready to do some trash talking, baby. We ready to do some
Hey,
trash talking.
hey, and I can't wait, because here's the thing. In my platform, we can bring on other people besides you. So if y'all wanted to, we can all do some. I can listen to the trash talk. I don't know, but I can bring one of them guys on. We can have some
Right.
more trash talk. So we can have a real good time with this, and we're going to have a good time with this. So make sure everybody stay tuned, because this is about to blow up. And for myself, Big Game James, Rion Young of Mississippi High School Sports Page, we're going to be talking to you soon. So make sure you get ready. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll be talking to you soon. We out.